All right, greetings. We are in a new season, season 37, War. I am with New Nation still, and excited for the season. We're hoping to make a big push and to do the best that we can. We took last season kind of relaxed for part of it, so it feels good to get back into the swing of things. We're facing DSVG for our first war. They're a very solid alliance. They're always a tough opponent. So my path here in the beginning, I'm taking path 5 in section 1. I have this thing. So this thing is ebb and flow knockdown. And then also he becomes, I think, debuff immune after I knock him down. So things to look out here for are, of course, thing has protection. So you want to make sure that you're mindful of that and that you don't try to do the bulk of your damage while his protection is up. You need to watch his rock stacks. I will be using Nick Fury here. So I plan to parry heavy and then medium, light, medium. And basically that's my strategy. I do throw a couple special 2s here. Only thing that could go problematic here is, I don't know, if you looked out for his rock stacks, or I don't know, if you got clipped with a special 2, something like that. But the fight goes well. You'll see it here recorded. And because I have a White Max pre-fight, I don't have to worry about him going to buff immune. My second fight is Hit Monkey, which you'll see here in a second. This one, I am using Fury as well. I was originally assigned White Mags, but a player took White Mags without using the pre-fight, so he didn't need it. So I ended up just using Fury here. This fight is pretty straightforward. It's super easy. Hit Monkey, you have to watch out for his Assassin's mode. When you hit him down, he purifies a debuff and gains an evade charge. But with the White Max pre-fight, you could probably take this fight a few different ways, but I would just parry, medium, light, medium, and then I would just knock him down in order to cancel out that protection. It's pretty easy with Fury with his bleeds. And with both of these fights, the only thing I need to really focus on or worry about is when protection comes back to make sure that I'm ready for that as well. So I think that's about it. So I'll let these fights play out, and then I'll come back in for my next 2 fights. All right, and for my only other 2 fights, I only have 4 fights this war. I have Path 7 in Section 2, and I'm taking this Penny and also this Quicksilver. This Penny can be a little tricky. She's on a Spite node, and I've been assigned Magneto, so I like war so much because you can study your fights. So I really studied these fights, and what worried me with Magneto is that, well, a few things. Number one, when you trigger Prowess, I was worried about that triggering Spite because Magneto only reduces the ability accuracy by 30%. And then I was also worried about if I just said, well, screw it, that's okay. We'll just let her get to a special 3 and use an invulnerability boost. I was worried because Penny's special 3 power burns you 150%, and once again, Magneto only reduces that by 70%. But I was told by officers and alliance mates and shown videos that it works. So I did throw on Pacify so that I would not be power burnt when she is stunned. However, she still could have power burnt me on a special 3, but I did have an invulnerability boost just in case. So that fight goes very well, goes very clean. She actually didn't even get to a special 3, which you'll see here in a second. So the biggest thing with this fight would be if I got hit or clipped or something, and that got rid of my invuln boost because we're planning on tanking a special 3. So not a huge fan of that, but I played cleanly and didn't get clipped. So that fight kind of went according to plan. I had plenty of prowess, dropped this first special 3, and she died. After that, we have a Quicksilver. This is my first time facing Quicksilver in war. Quicksilver, the biggest thing here is that there's kinetic transference. Quicksilver has a lot of hits on his specials and his attacks, so he's going to gain a lot of power. And then he has Aspect of Evolution as well. So a lot of things to really be mindful here. So I used Fury, and Fury I knew was safe because Fury has 2 lives, worst case scenario. And I knew I could tank a special 3 as long as Quicksilver was not in his terminal velocity, because on a special 3 with terminal velocity, he stuns you for 6 seconds. So I needed to watch out for that. And you will see he does get to a special 3. But once again, Fury is very safe because he has 2 lives. I knew that Quicksilver would bleed out pretty quick. So the only thing that could really go wrong in this fight is if I lost my invulnerability boost and he got to terminal velocity and he threw a special 3. But even of that, Fury has 2 lives. So I did definitely take some damage, and he got to a special 3, but it went well. So I'll play the fight, and we'll go from there. So when I made this video, we were losing by 1 fight, and they only, or 1 death, and they only have 3 fights left. So it's a very close matchup. DSVG, great match. Hopefully you might die. No offense, but I doubt you will. So good game. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.